Well, I first wanted to start singing back when I was like 5 years old. And in Switzerland, there was only like classical music that you could sing. So I went to a choir, and then I thought, oh, well, maybe this singing isn't something for me, because I thought it would be cool, but I wasn't like attached with the heart. And then one moment I heard Queen for the first time in the car of my uncle. I heard Bohemian Rhapsody. And I was like, okay, this is music as well. I want to do exactly this. And I think this was the point where I started to sing pop music, and I grew older and I left a little bit the classical music field and entered my own pop style. Well, my dad was a DJ in the 80s. He was called DJ Angel Eyes. And I think somehow the fun stuff about music that makes you go a little bit smiling, you can also maybe hear in my songs. So I think I was influenced by my dad being a DJ in a way. And I think that's why I'm here now, being a musician and yeah, trying to put all the influences that I learned in school, but also that I learned in life and that I just took with me on the way into my project.
Para mí está bien ahí. Podemos ahora probar con vos. ¿Cómo escuchas?
Writing the movie was a very intense time. I think I was very influenced by the world. The whole album was about this really bad movie that the world is about, and I was feeling like I would sit in a cinema theater, in a movie theater, but I couldn't get off because I was also part of the movie, as we all are. But I think it's still worth it and still good to stand up for the things you believe in. And so this album is a little bit of a cynical twist and a motivation to stand up for the things that you want to change, maybe, and maybe get a main role and maybe change something. Angst was actually the very first song I wrote in Swiss German, because I was always scared to sing in Swiss German because it's my mother tongue. I just always thought that pop music should be in English because I only listened to pop music in English. And I think this was the only song I've ever written like in 20 minutes and didn't change a word after it, because it just came and I wrote it down and I was like, okay, this song wants to tell me something, so maybe I should leave it in Swiss German and I shouldn't translate it to English. And I went with it, and I'm really happy that I did, because I think this is my most honest song so far, and it really helped me to also become the artist I am, because I accepted that writing in my mother tongue is something that is okay. And you shouldn't change like a thing if it comes out of purely intuition of yourself. Yeah, so Angst was a very important song, or is still a very important song to me.
Last but not least at all is Fernando. The reason why I'm here, because he's a little bit crazy. And I'm a little bit crazy too, and sometimes crazy people have to work together. Because Fernando wrote me like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, it was like, come to Mexico. Yeah, sure. I will come to Mexico. It makes completely sense to come to Mexico with Swiss German usually. And I'm so happy that sometimes in life you just have to say yes. And even if it doesn't make sense, in the end I think it will make sense, and this is the proof. So thank you so much.
For me, music was always something like a moment of what I absorbed and what I get to experience. Sometimes it feels like the songs know more about me than I do in the moment when I write them. And writing songs really helps me to understand myself more. And writing music is like writing like a journaling. It really helps me, and I think I couldn't do it without music. So I think it's always from the inside where I start to write songs. I think this is the place where I learn the most. So I think the next songs that I will write will definitely be influenced by all the lovely encounters that I made in this time here in Mexico. Hello, I am To Athena and you can hear me in CAUZ in Xalapa.